What's going on, y'all? This is Logan from DTF Power, and today I realized we're running a little low on some sample packs. So I decided to turn on the camera and take you guys on a journey from beginning to end on what it is to print a perfect DTF transfer. So without any further hesitation, let's dive in. Boom. Okay, so now that we're in first person mode, my hands are free. We're gonna go right over to our computer with our software already loaded up, and we're gonna run a cleaning. We're gonna run a strong cleaning. Now you guys wanna make sure that your printer is in tip-top shape. You don't wanna get lazy with it. You wanna run this, throughout your printing process. If there's any clogged nozzle heads, you wanna get on top of that before, it gets worse and worse over time. And then one of these things costs you thousands of dollars. And you also wanna be using the best inks, the best cleaning solutions, because if not, that can cost you thousands as well. All right, now that it is done with the automatic cleaning, we're going to move the head all the way over. We're gonna zoom in to the docking area to get a little closer look. As you guys can see, that thing dirty, all right? We wanna make sure this thing is squeaky clean. So I have some solution here in this cap. We are gonna go back in and we're gonna just wipe this blade clean. Put the other side. Just make sure it's squeaky clean, right? Look how dirty that thing was, all right? You don't want it sitting like that, okay? Do this every day, multiple times a day, okay? Cool. Now, put that away. Now we do the same thing. We're gonna go to our cleaning solution. We're gonna dip it in there. We're gonna go to the docking base, and we are going to clean. Hold up, the camera's a little blurry. Boom, there we go. Get some dry ones. Clean that up, right? Also, do not be like me. I should be also keeping this area clean right now, but I'll do that later on today, not in this video, because we're running all the time. I don't waste your time. So, grab another clean one, right? And clean, dry the other one. And then you want to zoom out a little bit. Then you want to press this, enter. It's going to lock in. What you're going to do, you're going to run another automatic cleaning. And what this is going to do, it's going to push as much ink, and if there's any sediment, out, and then the wiper goes up, it wipes everything off clean. All right, now that we are good to go, we're going to run a test and see how these nozzle checks are so that we can print our transfers. Let's zoom in a little bit. As you can see, there's a gap there in the magenta, a little bit in the cyan, and then some more over here. The white is actually looking pretty good. So we're just gonna do a cleaning on only the colors. And once I've done that, I'll meet you guys back here and then we'll get started with the transfer printing process. All right, as you can see, the nozzle check is good to go. So what we're gonna do is head over to our software. We're gonna choose this strawberry design right here. We're gonna zoom in a little bit just so you guys can see the details of everything I'm about to show you. So we have 48 here. It's a good amount so that every batch of 48 I can check the nozzle, the test again, and so we keep the printer in tip-top shape. So I'm gonna show you guys a quick little cheat code that not a lot of people are really aware of. So you're gonna go over to your white density. I'm not sure how it is on your software, but what we usually do here at DTF Power to get the most premium, soft feeling DTF transfers is lowering down the white density to 60%. A lot of people do it at 80 or 90%, but that's honestly how you get thicker, papery feeling kind of transfers, and that's how you create pooling and dripping and all that kind of stuff. So 60% is a good marker because it doesn't dim down the white too much, so it doesn't look dull, but it's thin enough so that when you use something like our soft feel adhesive powder, man, it barely even feels like DTF. So we're gonna go ahead and send this to print, and I'll see you guys on the other side. that the first batch came out, we're going to cut one of these, bring it over to our heat press that is already heated up to 300 degrees, and we're gonna test it out to see how it prints. And as you see here, the powder does bake clear, and also combined with the ink density lowered to 60%, we can see the colors through, so this will create a softer feel. And although we did decrease the white to 60%, you can see that the white brightness has not been compromised. So let's bring this over to our heat press and get things going. All right, guys, so we made it over here to our heat press. We're going to place the transfer on our shirt. And as you can see, we have our settings to 300 degrees, and we're gonna press it for only 10 seconds and it should peel immediately. So see you guys in 10 seconds. All right. Boom. All right, let's zoom in for a closer look. Look at that, guys. All the small details have remained its integrity. And obviously this is a video, so you cannot feel how soft this is, but this isn't your average DTF. This is why it's important to make sure you take care of your printer and also you have the right products. So let's go in for a second hit with our texturizing sheet here to lock in durability. All right, let's zoom in here. And as you guys can see, there's an added level of texture to our DTF print here. It pushes the ink deeper into the fabric of the garment, giving it a higher quality feel. So let's do a stretch test to see how this thing reacts, to see how durable it is. And as you can see, I'm using all of my strength to stretch it, and you can see that there is absolutely no cracking, and everything has maintained its integrity. So yeah, guys, this looks like it passed the test. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this video, and if you did, don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and comment down below which tip helped you out the most. This is Logan from DTF Power, signing out.